Hi everyone, this is Jessica from Scrap Obsessed with Jess. I am going to make a card today, and I thought, well, I might as well try and do it on camera for the first time. This is my first video that I'm actually making something. I've made a video before showing you my scrap room, and today I'm actually going to take a stab at actually making something on camera. I'm going to make a card today for a friend. And one of my favorite color combinations right now is pink and brown. And so that's what I'm going to use today. I am going to use brown as my base, and I just have a standard brown 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock here. I got it from Hobby Lobby in one of the basic 8.5 by 11 packs that comes with multiple colors. And so that's what I'm using today. I'm going to start off by cutting my 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock in half at 5.5 inches. A little tip that I'll give you that I do with my cutter is I make little marks with, I think I used a silver marker here, at the length that I use the most, so I have actually 5.5 marked here so I don't forget about it. So I'm going to cut it at 5.5, that would be half of 11, and I'll use this other sheet for another card later. But this is all I need right now. This will be my base. My mat, my top layer, is just a basic pink color that I think I got out of this same pack with the brown. It's just the pink. And this is a scrap piece of paper that I think I used on another card, and this is the other half, so I'm going to use this as my map. I like to use my scraps as best I can. So I cut my mat at 5.25 by 4. That will leave an 1/8 of an inch border around the card, and it'll be a nice border. So 5.25 by 4, and I have 4 marked here as well. Alright, so that is going to be my top layer. And it'll fit just like that. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is fold my card in half. That will make it into a card. Right. And I'm going to use my Cricut bone folder that I got out of my Cricut toolkit. I haven't ever used it with my Cricut yet, but I use it for cards a lot and for coursing, so that's what I used, and it'll go just like this. To give it a little touch, I think I'm going to use my Cuttlebug to emboss my mat, and that'll give it a little pop. I'm going to use this Cuttlebug mat. It's one of my favorites. It's just a little flower. I can't remember what the actual name is. I need to memorize some of these names so I actually can tell you, but that's the one I'm going to use. And let me get my Cuttlebug out. I've actually had my Cuttlebug for only about 2 weeks. It's new to me, but I am loving it. Since I have a Cricut, I don't use the die cuts. I cut everything with my Cricut, but I do use the embossing folders with my Cuttlebug. I'm going to put my A plate in, followed by one of my B plates. Next, I'm going to put my pink mat in the folder and close it and lay that down and put my other B plate in on top. Alright, and then I'm going to crank. Alright, there we go. Let's see how that turned out. This is one of my favorite embossing mats. Oh yes. Look how cute. Love it. Alright, so it will go just like that. Wonderful. This is the ribbon I'm going to use. I like to use ribbon a lot with my cards. It just gives it an extra touch. This is a basic ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby in their craft department. I love shopping at Hobby Lobby, especially when they have their 50% off sales on their ribbon. It's a lot cheaper than the actual scrapbooking department ribbon, so that's what I'm going to use. And it's pink and brown, so it's perfect. And I think I'm going to do it that way. So I just need to snip it. Alright, and I'm going to use the cheater method and just use Scotch tape, fold it back behind because the card recipient won't see the back, of course, because it's going to be glued down. So this is kind of a secret, and it works just nice. This is just regular Scotch tape. Alright. And there that is. And then I need some adhesive. I got this from Hobby Lobby as well. I think it was like $3, $2.50. They also sell in 3-packs called the Paper Studio. And it's nice adhesive. And that's going to go down just like that. Oh, it's looking so cute. Alright. I really love to use paper flowers. And I just happen to have some brown. And I think I'm going to put a layer of pink on top. Just like that. So, I'm going to use... I used to use paper dots, but glue dots, but I've come to realize that the glue dots pull the paper off. So I only use glue dots on cardstock or buttons or things like that. I don't usually use it on my paper flowers because the paper flowers are so thin, the glue dots just shred them. Unless I just don't have the touch. I don't know, but they just don't work for me. I'm also going to put a little lime green button in the middle of my flower, and that's where I'm going to use my glue dot because the button is strong, so it'll actually work with the glue dot. And I'm going to use, I think, 2. Yeah, use 2. Right, and just put it right in the center. I like how lime green just pops with pink and brown. It just is so cute. Alright, and it's going to go right there. I'm going to use a little dimensional, and I use these flat ones. I think I got them from Hobby Lobby years ago, and I cut my own. So, the dimensionals will make the flower pop just a little bit off of the card and give it some dimension. Oh, I think I'm going to put it over here. And there that is. Okay. And I'm going to put a little message on the front. This is a stamp set, a clear stamp set that I got from my favorite store, you guessed it, Hobby Lobby. I think it was even on clearance. It might be discontinued now, I'm not sure. But I think I liked it because it has all different kinds of sayings, not just birthday, but it coordinates with a lot of things. And I think I'm going to use this, my friend. Maybe I can give this to one of my friends, just to let them know that I'm thinking about them. And it's pretty cursive type of writing. It's really cute. Right? And for my ink pad, I'm just going to use the basic Stampabilities dye ink pad from Hobby Lobby. My favorite store. It's $2.99. I don't have the fancy smancy ink pads. I think I might be pulled into that soon because they do look rather neat from Stampin' Up! Or Paper Tray ink, but this is what I have right now. Alright. And since I embossed, I like to kind of take my bone folder and just flatten it out just a little bit. You can't even tell, especially when the ink is on there. And that'll give me more of a flat surface to stamp my card. Alright. There it is. Alright. And I think I'm finished. This is my first card. Thank you for watching.